Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let me just take the camera out a little bit so we've got a bit of room to move. Now my homework was to get the Mexican cookbook out and get some more pages that I can use to build elements for our journal. Unfortunately the books don't exist. It looks like I've used them all, so we're off on looking for other materials to use for our project, which is fine. So I glued down a piece here to create our fake pocket using some coffee stained paper. So now our olive tag can slide in and sit in there. So I'm happy with that. That sealed that back, which then left what would I do here. And we've already got a side tuck further back in the journal, so I thought I would create a belly band. So while I was sitting here sort of cleaning my desk and waiting for everything to dry, I decided I would create the belly band because I knew I wanted to sewing machine around it. So I've just backed it with some paper to make it a little bit stronger, and now I can glue it down and we can move forward. So I hope you don't mind that I did that off camera. And it's a paper I selected we haven't used yet. It's that one. And I liked it because it was a large print and it was a very tall print. So for a belly band, it's sort of perfect because I got the chance to see this whole element sort of sweeping up through the page. So it was a perfect selection, I think. Now I do need to create a journal card to slide in there. So I might just have a little look through the papers while we're waiting. I do like this piece, and it's a bit scrappy around the little bird up there. But I'm wondering if I rough tear, because I don't want to lose the little bird and I want to catch those ones. So we might square it up so the bottom of the journal card. Oh, so I've got to be careful I don't lose my little mate there. I want to catch him. So I actually need to tear it way out here and then probably there. Let's have a play. This one's going to be an unusual journal card because we've got a chunk of it missing. I've got to work out how to make it look like it's not a scrap, but we all know it's a scrap, really. So let's have a play with making a journal card. I give that a tear through there. And then I'm going to cut it again down here. And maybe we get some pianola page. And maybe I can trim that a little bit more around the little bird's head so it looks like it's meant to be shaped up there. Bring it down here a little bit. What sort of height do we need for our journal card? Let's just rip around that flower, but it might need to be trimmed back. So we've got a torn top. Okay, will that fit at that height through? Or we need to actually make our journal card a bit smaller. Yeah, like I thought. We're going to have to lose a little bit of that flower, but I'll keep it torn so it looks like it is still meant to be. Okay, so that's our piece. Now we're going to collage it so that we've got, maybe just straight onto coffee dyed paper will do the trick. Let's grab that coffee dyed paper. If that glues onto there, and I bring it in all the way around edgewise, it won't look, and square it up. And then it's got the ripped edge, yeah. And okay, so now I'm going to just ink the edge. So this is the next video, same night. We're still going, and the sun is just starting to break through, and I don't know if you can hear, but Pepper is in the distance going woof, woof, ever so quietly. But she seems to have developed this of a morning that if she thinks I'm still in bed, she's just letting me know, wake up, mum, wake up, mum. So there's this quiet little woof in the distance. But she's probably realised that I'm already out of bed, and she may be able to even hear me in the craft room thinking, well, hang on a minute. She got out at 2 o'clock or whatever the hang it was. I've forgotten now. And she's been up for hours, and she hasn't got me out of bed. So at the end of this video, it'll be definitely daylight. Like every minute I look outside that window, it looks more and more bright. It's amazing. I love when the sun comes up. So this piece is purely just to back it. That's it. That's lovely. I like that. It's like the wallpaper is torn. Like this is a clay wall, and there's been wallpaper here, and it's degradation. I can feel a lump of glue right there. So just gonna make sure that that's taken care of. Yeah, I love it. Oh, it's such a pretty piece, that one. Now I'm just going to trim it, and hopefully it's going to be the right size to fit under that belly band. It's a nice big journal card. Just trying to get it nice and straight. Don't want to rush it and jigger it up. Oh goodness me, why is that not straight? Sorry guys, I'm just got a shadow from my cutter, and it's throwing me off, I think. I get it all square, and then move that over a little bit. It should be pretty right. Okay. I think it might be too tall, to be honest, but we'll see. Oh no, it's going to fit. It's just a bit moist from the gluing. Just fits. It's probably a little bit wide. But it will fit in there, and I don't think it's going to no, it's going to bash. Okay. I'm going to need to trim it down. So I am going to lose my decorative element on the side, which is a shame. But it can't be bashing. It'll be, you know, really annoying. And it's got to fit. If it doesn't fit, it's no good. Let me try that. Maybe that will fit. Before I go and chop off more, it needs to be backed with a piece of proper paper yet. Like it just just fits. I think that'll be okay. I can always pinch a little bit off, but no, that's going to be, that'll be fine. Oh, that's good. Is that straight? But it doesn't look straight. Oh yeah, it's just an illusion. Yeah, I love that. Now, what I do need to do is pop it on some paper that is a little firmer. So I might just get another piece of this coffee paper. Let's put some pianola on the back, actually. Let's get some of that out because I haven't used enough of it. And we've got some words on this pianola. See that? Let's capture that. I love the, yeah, look at that. Green all the way. So let's get some, I'm really scratching to keep up with some paper that I can glue on. That's not going to do it. I'm going to have glue everywhere. Look, I'll show you the benefit of a glass top because you can glue straight onto this. You do have to then clean it, mind you, but if push comes to shove, it's saving the use of paper. And I'm really thin on the paper. I need to split a book open and get the pages out. I usually have heap lying around, but been a busy girl, been using it all. Okay, so now let's capture a little bit of history here with this pianola paper. With those words on there. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, lovely. Beautiful. All right. So then I'll just give it that little bit extra strength. And now we pick up our cleaning cloth and wipe the glue away. Because it's glass, it's easy as that. How good's that? So if you don't have book page, you can just do that. So now I can trim this tag, journal card. I've got my little birds. I've got some pianola again, which is great. I'll take the card to the sewing machine and sew around it. I won't do that on camera because it's, you know, a big one to sew around. So you'll be thinking I've gone and not coming back. But I will get this trimmed, and it needs to sit under my mat to dry because it's curling up and I want it to have a bit of strength about it. So I just need to, look at that. Isn't that pretty on the back? Tempo 60 solo. Don't know what that says. When that's dry, I will sew around it and snip the corners, but for now, let's get it under there. Just lifting my mat up so that it's under. So there's our journal card that will slide in there. And we will also have to, every time I see that blue mark, I think it's the glue, but it's not. It's part of the, I did want to snip those edges so that they're rounded. Yeah, every time I see that glue, I think it's a dob that I've missed. So, yeah, anyway. Now, I had visible up the top here some paper needs to just be tucked in there to hide that, because I can see the envelope underneath is what I'm trying to say. So I'm just going to pop a little piece of paper in there and hide that. And do I want to bring that around? Sorry, you're not even in camera. I don't think I do. I'm just going to cut that because it sort of looks a bit odd. But at least it's not showing the blue paper, and I can ink that easily there, so that won't look odd. But I do want to disguise that edge. So just a little trim there, nice and neat then. Okay, all right. Love it. I wonder if we make a tag for here while we're around this region. How are we going? We've got that. We've got that. So the next flip, we're back to here. Okay. So that's a journal in there. Let's get that back in place. And there was a journal obviously going in here as well. Okay, so last piece to collage. What paper haven't we used? Something pretty to go there. I sort of like that. How moody. I'm going to put that there. And then I think I've got a spare pocket. Yes, I do. Cut, ready to go. Same size as the opposite side, just about. Just need to probably trim it a little bit. So I think I'm going to do that. So this piece of paper can go there. Doesn't need to wrap around that end. No, or should it? No, I don't think it needs to. It can just come right up on that edge. I might just trim it. There'll be fabric go through there. I'm just going to get that nice and square, I think. Just take a smidge off. Oh, the sun is starting to light up outside now. Pepper will be really getting antsy. I think this is my 4th video. Crazy girl should be still in bed asleep. I can take a smidgen more off of that. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to make sure it's square and not I might use it. No, that's definitely upside down. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, gonna need a new glue stick. But I think we're just about back to the beginning of the piece. This is the last surface, I believe, to actually cover. So let's get this. You're probably off camera. I'm just getting that corner seated. Have I mentioned the paper is beautiful? Oh, I just love it. I'm sure you're sick of me saying it. And I guess if you don't like the paper, you've probably tuned out by now and left and wait for another series. Okay, lovely. So all I've got to do now is just trim that edge. It is a tricky little thing as it flips and flops around. Just going to trim that off without cutting anything that I shouldn't be cutting. Lovely. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's just like yummy. Little concertina. So where are we? We're in here. We're in here. Now we've got a little pocket, so we need something to complement that. I do need to trim that pocket down a little so that it's the same size. And we've got a journal going in there. Same size as my pencil. It's a little bit bigger than it needs to be, so I'll give that a little nip off. All right, so now we can select some paper. Nope. What will we use? What will we use? For some gold. Maybe we bring some gold in. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's trim that to size. Actually, no, we glue it, don't we? Let's apply some glue. Oh, my tummy's rumbling. I hope you can't hear that. My coffee is long gone. Tummy is rumbling. Pepper is woofing. I can hear the birds. The day has started. And I started my day hours ago. Thanks to those Roxy girls. Mind you, I have not thought about the Christmas prompt. The villagers. William Morris has occupied me. And I'm really happy with my progress. Because soon we will be into the journal making side of things. Is that directional, that print? Could be any direction. So that will go there, that pocket. So I need to stitch around that. My tummy's really rumbling now. I'm going to stitch around that, guys. So sorry, I'm going to duck away and do that because then I can glue it. Okay, little pocket is stitched and it's going to slide in there. Oh, I love that. Just looking up at the TV on the wall and I can see, you know, the full spread at a distance. It's like when not that I'm a painter, like when a painter steps back from their artwork and they get the whole view. It sort of allows the eye to, you know, have a really good look at everything. I hope that's not going to bash. Nope, that's good. So we can glue the pocket into position. So every spot that a journal is going to go, or a cluster of papers, has got a sort of a different thing happening around the perimeter of it, like on the inside cover, the outside cover. Pockets, belly bands, side tucks, flip outs. really cool. Okay, like a belly band and a flip out, 2 pockets. There'll be fabric go through there. Now we flip again. Oh, another one. Just never ends. And here is where, of course, our 2 tags are going to go. So we've got a tag that'll sit in here, like so, and a tag that is going to slide in the back here, which now needs to be trimmed a little, which we suspected. So that's all good. We can do that. Just take a smidgen off, and that should allow it to slide in. Yeah, that's pretty good. So let's select a paper. I'm going to use this. It's nice and bright. And I'm going to glue that on. Oops. I'm running out of ink, glue here. But that's okay. I'm going to get one more tag out of this little glue stick, I think. Very careful. Just seeing if it's directional paper, and it's not. Okay, that will glue down nicely. Clean up my little mess while I'm here. There's hours of work in this journal. Hours and hours of work. Mind you, now that we've got it all covered, all I got to do, I guess, is cluster some pages together, stitch them in, add some fabrics, you know, reinforce spine areas and things like that. So I guess it's not too bad, but I sort of lost track at what episode I'm up to, whether it's number 8 or 9. I'm not sure. So let's say roughly an hour for each episode. So potentially this is a 9-hour project so far. So there's a day's work in it. So that now can slide into there, giving a taste. It's damp, so it's just not wanting to slide easily. If that was dry and firm, it would be better. So I probably should let it just dry instead of doing what I'm doing, but can't help myself. Down you go. It's buckling and bending on me. What is going on? Why aren't you going in there? Maybe I need to take a smidgen off of that tag a bit more. It's not quite fitting. Just making sure it's square before I go and chop. Let's see if that's better. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Much better. And then that just tucks down like so. Okay, so that's got its home, and that sets the tone for the colours that I need around there too, which is lovely. And we have a flip out and another tag potentially coming in here. So we will need to choose more paper. We've got 2 windows to collage around, which is a bit of fun, plus a flip. So I wonder if I can choose my paper and just get that tag colour sorted. What would we use? Let's be, need a bit of width. Have I got enough there? Yeah, let's have a pop of orange. See you later, Mr. Prawn. You're going to be gone. I need new glue before we get carried away. There's a new one. Let's glue that onto there. And see you later, Mr. Prawn. It might need trimming down when we go to slide it into the pocket, but that's okay. We can do that. I haven't yet used any of my William Morris fabric. Can't wait to get my hands on that. But we're still working on covering our envelopes. We're getting close, but okay. I'd say I will probably push all this paper to one side and start filming the Roxy Creation prompt, the villages. And then, because the paper will be, you know, out of my way, tidied up, I might even then do a William Morris stitchery video in amongst it, because I'll have all this sort of tidied up to one side. So heads up, I think the next video that you will see will not be William and paper, it'll be William and fabric, which is fine because this is like a bit of everything William series. So I really do want to get my hands on that fabric, and I think once I start playing with it, I'll then drift it back into the journal anyway. So the next video will be fabric. Okay, so that journal card will now feature here. Can I close that envelope? I can, but I do need to reinforce that edge and that edge. So I might just cool the heels for a moment. Find some scrap paper to do just a little bit of maintenance. And then I can close the envelope, I think. Let's do that there. And that will come over there to protect. Oops, I'm not even on camera and I don't have glue here. So let's just add a little extra glue and bring that up. So that'll fix that bottom. Awesome. So that's nice and strong. Ready to be collaged. that edge should be fine when it's glued down. I just want to do something on this top edge. And that's pretty paper there. Wondering if I can make it round, not need a bigger piece. This one here will do it. So let's get a bit of ink on that. Stop her in the glue before I go any further. Yep, that'll work. Lovely. Concentrating. Degree of difficulty. And I can trim that. Now I should be able to seal that envelope, I believe, because I've reinforced all the way around that envelope. That'll happen anyway. My big journal card will fit nicely, and I don't think I'll need to trim it because it's not like I'm gluing a piece here to create the back to the pocket. That's where I lost that little bit of space on that previous journal card, where this is just a folding over. Or is that another great spot for a journal to be stitched in? No, I can't, because there's one going in there, so it has to close. Sorry, just checking the mechanics of this project. Now I also need to glue down so that this doesn't slide down past that point. Minor little bit of glue there, then right around that edge. Oops. Oh, shaky hands. I didn't come too far there. Don't think so. Close. Glue has to have the pin back in it. Can't see because it's too far away. There we go. A few people have been asking what happened to my wrist there. All I'll say is one word: oven. No, I'll say two words: oven rack. No, three: hot oven rack. Getting the picture? I reached in to pull a tray out of something that was cooking, and my wrist has caught that edge of the oven rack, giving me a little burn, which is always not pleasant, but quite common for us who cook. I think half my trouble is I have glasses that are transitional, so I can see, you know, close up and a little bit further away. And since I've had them, which is, you know, a couple years, I find that picking things up sometimes can be a little treacherous, like a tray. And depending on the angle of my head, on whether I get focus as good as it could be. So going into the oven to grab a tray, if my head's not at the right angle, or I'm, you know, off center a little bit, I get bitten. So I got a little nip from a tray. There we go. All those tags are in position now. They're all sealed within the journal, and we're on the last part of the collaging, which is windows, so I can use scraps Yay. What scraps do we have? I like that piece there. Yes. And I'm going to slide. I'm just wondering if I should tear it down a little bit. I don't want to lose those leaves. I sneak it out. I might just take a smidgen off of it. There's fabric covering it anyway. This is journal space inside, so I'm just going to take a smidgen off. Because I like the little leaves, but there's fabric. So hold the phone. It's not even going to be seen because the fabric's going to close it. So where can I stick it so that I see those little leaves? I might pop it there. No, it looks too blendy. Oh. Bugger. I'll put it. No. Oh, goodness. I can't believe I'm overthinking this. I'll put it there. I know it's blendy. But I want to see those little leaves there. Yeah, it's down. Goodness sakes, I can't believe I thought that much about it. Maybe this can come. Nope. Maybe I'll put that music paper through there and that will then make me feel like I haven't lost. I don't know what I'm doing here. Might be a case if I change the tag locations so that it doesn't feel like that's too blended. Maybe this one comes to there. Might be the solution. That'll go there just to give a pop of, you know, air. What am I doing? I should be gluing on this surface, not straight onto the book. So I do need to stitch around those tags as well to put the decorative element on. That needs to slide over a fraction so that that envelope can freely come around that corner. Okay, so let's take that tag out. Now that tag I had to cut down. It cannot change locations, to be honest, because I had to trim it to sit. That guy won't fit in there. Oh well. I don't like that. I don't like it. It's too same. And the beauty of collage is we can make things disappear. That's so much better. Yeah, it's gone. I don't think I can get that off. Is it still damp? No, I'll leave it there. Will not matter. I'm going to put this paper through here because I just don't like yeah. Didn't like it. It wasn't, needed to be a contrast. I think I got so caught up then on the little leaf pattern that was in there that I didn't sort of look at the whole picture. That's the challenge of collaging, is you've got to be a little bit careful of, you know, where you're going with it. That's better. Yeah, just breaks it a little bit. I need a wet one. Before I go any further, to clean my fingers. And my workspace. It's getting messy. That's collaging to a T, isn't it? It just gets messy. There's paper bits everywhere. You see in Leslie's videos when she does hers, her flippy floppy journals. There's just paper everywhere. And it's, yeah, very much the nature of it. And I'm feeling a little bit that way now. Okay, fingers are clean again. Workspace is clean again. Sorry guys. Just don't want to get any glue where we don't want glue. So we might as well do it properly. I can feel glue there. There we go. Okay. All right. Dry the hands on the pants. Alrighty, let's see. Where are we at now? That's still wet. So I've got a little bit of collaging to do here. This is not going to happen in the next 10 minutes. So let's have a little look at our artwork. I might bring this guy in on this, I think. I just feel like I need something really pretty. And that'll pick up the blue that's popping up there. So this little guy is coming in next. And he will need to have a piece of paper behind him because he's not quite big enough to cover the envelope, if I remember rightly, from when we used one of these small images. Yeah. So he is going to go on there, but we need some paper to cover the envelope, which I need a big piece of paper. Hang on 1 second. Need some more paper. So let's get this cut down to size. Where's my pencil? Well, Pepper's gone awfully quiet, so she must have realised that I'm not around. She wouldn't be able to see me well, she's looking probably through the bedroom window going, well, there's no movement, so she's either not there or she is gone somewhere. So that'll go on there. I will make this a pocket, I think. So I'm going to ink. I'm going to make a tag for this. So I'm going to ink a little bit more. And then I'm going to glue it so that I don't interfere with that pocket being open. So I'm going to cut the top of the envelope. Okay, so that will go on there to give us a background. That'll also seal up the envelope. So I'm going to put some glue through here. But then I'll finish it with some art glitter glue, just so that I can get a fine line down here for my paper to grab onto and up through there. There we go. And now this can be glued onto here. Is there a right way for that? Sort of feel like it's that way. And we might even put a little pocket down the bottom there, just a little one, just to have a little tuck spot for tickets, or, you know, there's all sorts of little elements that need little pockets. So we will do something down there, I think. So I'll move that right to the top so we get full view of that beautiful print. And then I'll see if I can find a little piece of paper of that heavier cookbook, like that. That can become a little tuck on the bottom there. Lovely. So that can go there. And I think we might use some William Shakespeare. Where is he? Where are you, William? My second William. I can't find him. Paperclip, here he is. Whether I've got enough scraps to do it, I probably don't. No, I don't. So I'm going to have to dig out my William Shakespeare book and pull another page out, which won't be a bad thing because I want to include that in the journal itself. So I might call it a day on this video. Homework will be to get some more of this paper. I'm going to tidy up my desk because the next video is going to be all about fabric. I can then get this Roxy Creations prompt on the way. I will put William across here. I will stitch around that and I will put that into position. While I'm in the cleanup phase, I will make some more selections and collage here, or at least put some papers here, sitting here, ready to go. Yeah, I'll do that. I won't go ahead with it. I'll do it with you guys. But I will do a bit of a tidy up and see what bits are around that, you know, can be used. It'll get rid of some scraps. This is the last place to do a bit of collaging, I think. So yeah, I'll pack up the project, finish this, and then I'm going to play with fabric next. So the next video tomorrow you will see will be a slow stitch piece to go into a slow stitch journal with a bit of a Williamy theme about it. So where's my fabric? Yay. Look, look, look. And then I'll probably even have a look through this and see what we're going to do in here. We need some tab to, oh gosh. Anyway, it's exciting. We will leave it at that, and I will see you all in the next video. It's now daylight and I can hear everyone rustling in the house. So they're all going to turn up for breakfast now anyway. So we've had a lovely evening together. It is now 10 to 7 and I should have been asleep, but I haven't. Look what we've done. We've had some fun. Oh, I love it. Just love it. How eclectic. All right, look after yourselves, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.